Buoyant sales and confidence returning to the market were reported by agents attending the latest North East Property Forum, run by the Northern Echo and chaired by Latimer Hinks solicitors. Some firms revealed they were taking on extra staff to cope with the increase in business. But this optimism was tempered somewhat by concerns over the high levels of deposit lenders were demanding from buyers, and also what may happen in the public sector.
The house prices have come down and vendors are taking this on board, putting properties on at a realistic price, and sales have been buoyant. The issue we have found is on initial listings, but even that is now coming through and improving, and we've seen a 42% growth in listings year on year this month. 2009 has been a lot better than 2008. I'm much more optimistic about 2009 than I was in 2008. Results have come through saying that it has been difficult. We do need mortgage lending to be freed up to allow us to progress from where we are, but it has been much more positive in 2009.
There are deals being done, there are some inquiries out there in the marketplace, and I think that there is a reason to be optimistic about it. Having said that, you can't be gung-ho about it, and there does need to be a degree of caution by everybody involved, really. But we're seeing signs of improvement, and we're not too bad.
The last time we met, we talked about what a good time it is to buy, and I think that what we're seeing now is that people have heard that message and they've gone out and they've started to buy. And some of the figures that we've talked about are quite extraordinary, really, that some agents are seeing an increase of 79%. An increase of 79% year on year in house sales is amazing, really. So I think that there's been a real step change. I think things are looking up. It's just a question of being able to sustain that. I think a concern has to be what's going to happen in the public sector, because that seems to be the dark cloud that's hanging over everybody. But you know, we just have to try and sort of make sure that the improvements that we're seeing now continue.
What we were saying at the last Property Forum meeting, which fundamentally was that prices have got to a point where it's a good time to buy, has turned out to be right. And what we were told is over the last 3 months or so, an awful lot of people have come into the market and bought, or are still in the market attempting to buy. And I think it shows that the general view is that prices have come down as far as they're going to, and if you want to buy a house now is not a bad time. I think the second theme that came out of it was that any further improvement in the market is now very, very heavily dependent upon the financial side easing up, and loans becoming available which are more generous in amount and which are on more generous terms. And I think until that happens, it's difficult to see the market getting any better than it is now.